much spoken already. There's nothing for me to say. How nice to see. What a crowd here. This is amazing. Oh, throw pennies. Yes, it's very nice to be in Charlie Byrne's, my favourite bookshop. I come here often. I occasionally, I never Stephen. Not yet. And I've very little to say except thank you for coming. This is a bit of my ramblings. You may enjoy it or you may not. If you don't enjoy it, throw pennies. If you do enjoy it, write to me and say, you're an awful man. As somebody said to me years ago when I made a film, you're an awful man. Which was the most flattering remark I've ever heard. What can I say? This is a lovely place, lovely bookshop, everything. What should I do with a child like that? He knows when I've started rambling. First, I think I have to thank Stephen Rea for coming here and honouring me with his presence. One of the finest actors of his generation and my generation. I have to thank the editor, who might think put sense on my ramblings, you know. And I have to thank everyone for coming, but I shouldn't thank everyone for coming because you've nothing else to do on a Saturday. And Vinny and Charlie Byrne, of course, for welcoming me as always as a presenter of a book, as I think from a browser in his valuable stalls. A great bookshop is Charlie Byrne's, it's the best in the country. I've wasted many valuable minutes here. Anyway, this is a very nice occasion. Glad you all came. There's such a mob here. This is wonderful. People are trying to get in still. Charge them! Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Bob. And now I'm going to call on the editor and the Sun, Toner, to speak to you about the book. And I just want to thank Toner for having this event here, first of all, and for putting it together, because, like I said at the start, it's an important reminder of the voice that's less heard, loudly less heard. But we're very pleased to have it, and I would like to mention as well, there's a special price tonight for the book. It is normally 23, it's €20 tonight. Okay, please welcome Toner Quinn.
So look, really coming to us, but while just cooking the fucking raw. Agus má bhuíochas gáil do chúpla duine, sa céadú síos gan bhuíochas go Stephen Rea. Stephen, it has really made the evening, it's made it so special to have you here. I know Bob really appreciates it, all of our family really appreciate it, and I'm sure everyone here does too, so thank you very much. I also want to thank my sister Hannah, who was nominated for an IFTA last night at the awards. Was out last night and has worked with Stephen on The Stranger on Netflix, and she basically organised for Stephen to hear and even brought him down today. So thank you. Well done, my William Scowl, Billy Brown and this Charlie Burns, of course. I don't know what we would do without this institution. It's just so wonderful, not only as a reader but and as a writer, but as a publisher as well. They're fantastic. So thank you, Billy and all the staff, for hosting us here today. I have one detail to clear up. The child on the cover of the book is not me. It is my big brother Robert, who is here. Well-known film and TV director and still available for photo shoots. It's a classic photo from 1976 outside our house. 1976 outside our house in Conamara, sean-nós Bob Quinn. Le Senegal in 1973, níos mó nach 5 bliain ó shin, agus an áit ina rá an pixel a bhí ag Bob agus má bháthair Helen san seachtain. Just más leis an leabhar piece of gear. Béidir an chunach chuideag an piece of scríb éis an Irish Times, 3 seachtain ó shin, agus faoi mé héin agus Bob, fan piece of sin sa leabhar freisin tá sé an dús. Bhí me scríbhinn cin an nós a bhíon daine. Ag teachta céile go seachta núil, ag dul go dtíon pub, dar nói, an Gabhar Rua, agus a caint bhí an dahan ar fad, agus an mund díosbaracht, faoin ceol, agus an litriacht, agus an ailsa hóracht, agus colourrug. So the idea for the book came out of those conversations with Bob that I wrote about in the Irish Times recently. We had discussed the idea of a book before the pandemic, but in 2023, with everything that was going on, I reread Bob's book Maverick, and I could see his ideas surfacing again. And that encouraged me to put together the collection. But putting together a collection of writing is one thing. It was just an idea until I started mentioning it to friends and colleagues of Bob's, all of whom, without hesitation, came on board to support it, and it would not have been possible without them. They are all listed at the beginning of the book and in the acknowledgements at the back of the book, but I want to mention them here this evening. First of all, Grattan Healy, who is here, a great friend of Bob's for many years, and when I told him about the book, he said, "Count me in," straight away. I also want to mention the great composer Bill Whelan, who is here. Another great friend of Bob, and he also came on board to support this publication. Buíoch freisin de Alan Essermont. When Alan on shop? Tá o TG Cahar. In, yes. In this book, there are foundational essays on the idea of a Gaeltacht television station, scríbh ag Bob, Riv TG Cahar, agus Hig Alan an tábhacht ó bhánans leis na haiscí sin. As we were delighted that TG Cahar supported the book to help us bring those essays to a wider public. Gaun buíochas freisin de Paul Cummins ó Telegale. Cowell Paul.
Vishan Dimisha.
Okay. Paul told me that Bob was one of the first customers for Telegale when he established the company in the 80s, so Thomas Anwich the Telegale freisin. Agus ma buíochas freisin de Acadam na Hoscoilíocht de Gaeilge an Gaharua, our Gaeltacht University, part of the University of Galway. Another scríb me Hig Éoch agus Trasa I Lorchan, Hánig si the rash hugam Leitrach, agus fi si ansásta Cúna Bahort, so Gurmina Magli Trasa agus So this book is dedicated, you will see at the beginning, there's a list of people at the beginning, dedicated to 10 wonderful people, the grandchildren. And they are not children anymore. Sasha, Samir, Katie, Jamie, Cal, Jacob, Leo, Ruby, Oliver, August, Oisín. A number of them are here, maybe 7 I think. So Tasuam, Noratan Lauer Leidse, ag na Garfáistí, go méid tuiscint níos dibhne acu an Aireacht a bháin an lo, faoi Senegal, na fréimhacha atá acu sa Gaeltacht an ceangal satá acu leis an Gaeilge, agus an méids a rinne Bob, agus mar bháthair Helen, agus Miriam, Harna Blianta, agus cards acu, Lelia Doolan, Joe Comerford, Donach O'Halaha, Joseph O'Cuig, Brian Burke agus Jane Murphy, agus Desmond Fennell nach Matter. The extraordinary thing is that what Senegal began 51 years ago, it still goes on. Tá éich déanta ag Alan agus TG Cahar agus í tréis Scannáníocht a scoige a chuirt Dina Oscars. But the eldest of the grandchildren, Oisín Fleming, has just made his first short film, Oscar. The youngest of the grandchildren, Sasha, Indian Sasha, starred in TG Cahar's Aircht and went on to have a role in Bad Sisters on Apple TV, which last night won Best Drama. Déanta ag an céad glún eile duine cuins agus támas an bhróidú asú. As chur rud atá déanta ag na Garfáistí. I want to thank you all for being here this evening, particularly those who have travelled. Bob's brother Colm is here with his wife Kay, my mother Helen and my aunt Marion are here, our great friend Una Ryan, is here, my sister Barbara, and my brother Dominic, and my brothers Dominic and Marcus. I wasn't expecting Marcus to be here, but he is. My children, Oliver, Ruby and Sasha, obviously, and lots more family and friends. Thank you all so much for being here. Tasúlagam muin tú ta as an Laoire for a míle maith.
Okay, I think that concludes the official part of the evening. For the unofficial afters, the bar in the fiction room is still open, and the book is for sale. And Toner and Bob are available for signings. So once again, thank you all for coming, and thanks to Stephen in particular, and to Bob and to Toner, and enjoy the rest of the evening, folks. Thank you.